Hold on to whatever sanity you have left, because what's unfolding in the world of love and hip-hop Atlanta is so messy, so explosive, it could put any soap opera to shame. If you thought the wildest plot twist had already aired, think again. The streets, the group chats, the salons, and even that shady cousin who always got the inside scoop are all buzzing because Bambi just detonated a pregnancy bomb that's left everybody, especially that's right, Bambi is pregnant again. And no, this isn't some vague rumor floating through the wind. This is the kind of news that makes Mona Scott grab her phone and start planning spin-offs. Scrappy. That man looks like he just stumbled into an alternate dimension. Eyes wide, pacing, sweating like somebody just handed him a paternity test wrapped in a bow. Because here's the million-dollar question rattling around the internet right now. Who's the father? Is it Scrappy? Could it be young Jock? Or is this one of those reality show twists where everybody gets whiplash at the reveal? And let's be real, the way Scrappy's been acting backstage, pacing like he's waiting for somebody to pop out and yell, "You are the father." It's clear this man is shook to his core. What started as side eyes and whispers has erupted into a full-on scandal with baby bumps, secrets, and maybe even a fake DNA test or two. And baby, it's just getting started. Picture this, Scrappy's just minding his business, trying to move on from the drama. Probably scrolling Instagram or sending a text to his barber when boom, the internet blows up. And why? Because word is out, and it ain't just hearsay this time. It's confirmed. Bambi is expecting, glowing, rubbing her belly, posting cryptic captions, and all. And the kicker. Scrappy didn't hear it from her. He didn't get a phone call, a text, not even a heads up. No, Scrappy found out the same way the rest of us did, through the blogs, the group chats, and the endless Instagram stories. Let that sink in for a second. Imagine your ex who's already aired out every bit of your dirty laundry on national TV turns up pregnant, and the entire world knows before you do. That's not just drama. That's Shakespearean levels of betrayal, set in the middle of Atlanta. But don't get it twisted, this isn't just a random pregnancy surprise. This is the latest chapter in what feels like a never-ending saga of breakups, makeups, diss tracks, shady Instagram posts, and now, potentially a mystery baby that's about to blow the whole cast dynamic to pieces. See, Scrappy and Bambi's relationship status has been confusing for years. They've been together, apart, together again, blocked, unblocked. It's exhausting to keep up. Fans gave up trying to map the timeline out, because just when you think they're done for good, they're back filming together, throwing shade on camera. But this time, this feels different. This isn't just about petty Instagram unfollows or cryptic stories. This is about bringing a whole new life into the chaos, and Scrappy's face. That face says it all. He's trending with hashtags that range from hashtag Scrappy Snot to hashtag Pray for Scrappy, because the man looks like he's one more shock away from fully unraveling on live. So how did all this madness kick off? Let's rewind. Picture it, Carly Red's brunch. Because where else would a bombshell like this drop? Multiple people on the scene, and by people, we mean cast members looking for screen time. Say Bambi showed up looking flawless, glowing, and suspiciously serene. Not just post-workout glow. Not just good skin day glow. No, this was that unmistakable "I've got a secret and it's kicking me from the inside" glow. The glances started. Jessica Dime, always quick with the shade, allegedly leaned in and whispered something like, why her stomach looked like it's filming its own spin-off. Even Carly, who's usually too busy meddling to notice anything real, reportedly muttered, "That ain't no bloating, y'all." Then came what folks are calling the soft launch. Bambi raises a glass during a toast, says something about new beginnings, blessings of motherhood, yada yada, and just like that, the brunch turned into a full-on episode teaser. Scrappy nowhere in sight. And the wildest part, according to someone close to the chaos, a hairstylist with zero chill, Scrappy had no clue. He wasn't told, wasn't warned. The man found out from the same Instagram posts y'all were double tapping on. They say he stormed off a set early, cursed out a producer, and called his mama in what can only be described as auto-tune tears. And baby, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Because the moment the news dropped, speculation took off like a rocket. Whose baby is it? Logic might say, Scrappy's, right? But come on now, this is love and hip-hop. Logic left the chat a long time ago. Suddenly, names were flying faster than Bambi blocks trolls. And right at the top of that list, you guessed it, young Jock. Let's be honest, why is Jock always at the center of these messes? The man's like the human embodiment of bad decisions with a side of questionable haircuts. People started pointing to that one off-camera moment, last season, that little side convo at a party. That subtle vibe. Was it innocent? Was it a clue? Was it foreshadowing? Scrappy's gut said it wasn't nothing. At first, but then the wheels started turning. Sources say Scrappy, in between furious pacing and random IG lives, kept saying, "Ain't no way she'd do that," only to follow it up 5 minutes later with, "Man, I knew something was up when she stopped arguing with me." That's how I know she was hiding something, and if that's not the most relationship realness you've ever heard, I don't know what is. And get this, when Scrappy tried to get answers, Bambi didn't pick up. Jock didn't pick up. Imagine that. Your ex is pregnant, your supposed friend is ghosting you, and you're left on red by both of them. Scrappy's not just heartbroken, he's humiliated, and you know what that means. He hopped on live, face looking like he'd been crying in the car for 3 hours, going off about loyalty, betrayal, and trying to do pregnancy math like he's suddenly a calendar expert. The comments, savage, the hashtags, legendary. At one point, he even dropped a line that'll probably end up as a soundbite. This the kind of pain you can't auto-tune. Brr. One single tear. A whole lot of sighs. And the most tragic unfollow spree in love and hip-hop history later. Scrappy logged off, but the internet was just warming up. Because baby, this was just the first act. The blogs lit up. The fans started their own investigations. Side-by-side photos, old screenshots, deleted comments, you name it, they dug it up. And the theories, wild. Some folks swear it's Scrappy's. Some folks are convinced it's Jock's, and some are tossing out names nobody saw coming. Talking about maybe this baby got a mystery daddy from behind the scenes. Because when it comes to this show, nothing is ever simple. And just when Scrappy thought the worst was behind him, guess who popped up with her own 2 cents? Mama D, that's right. The queen of chaos herself. Mama D went live faster than you can say, not in that order. And she didn't hold back. She hit that perfect combo of blessing the unborn baby while simultaneously dragging Bambi for filth. If Bambi is pregnant, then blessings on her new journey. May she find the peace she never gave my son. The shade was so sharp you could feel it through the screen. But here's the kicker word is, Mama D knew before Scrappy did. His own mama had the tea, served it, sipped it, and let him get blindsided like the rest of us. Betrayal so deep, even Greek tragedies are taking notes. Meanwhile, fans were out here doing the most. Fake paternity flyers, memes of Scrappy squinting at ultrasound pics like he's trying to spot his own jawline. The internet is undefeated. And as for Bambi, sis is unbothered. She's out here posting captions like, "Growth requires distance and a baby is a blessing, invited or not." Passive-aggressive poetry at its finest. And y'all, this ain't even the half of it. The real storm's just getting started. So, just when Scrappy thought it couldn't get worse, life said, bet, because while he was spiraling, unfollowing everybody from his ex to the entire VH1 staff. Guess who slid into the spotlight like a scene-stealing villain? Yep, Mama D and baby. She wasn't whispering. She was loud, proud, and on Instagram live dropping blessings and bombs like she was the narrator of the whole damn show. And the wildest part, she wasn't even surprised. In fact, she looked smug like she already knew Bambi was pregnant and had been sitting on the tea like a queen perched on her chaos throne. Now let's talk about that Liv. She hits record, smiles for the camera, and says, "If Bambi is pregnant, then may the Lord guide her journey and give her the peace she refused to give my son." Girl, did you really just throw shade and send a prayer in the same breath? Of course you did. That's Mama D's brand. But hold on, because word on the street is that she wasn't just reacting. She knew. Allegedly, Mama D and Bambi had reconnected weeks before the brunch. Quiet lunch date, nothing filmed, no cast members around. And guess when that lunch happened? Right around the time Bambi was spotted shopping for baby clothes. Now call it coincidence if you want. But this is love and hip-hop ATL. Coincidences don't exist, only setups do. And it's starting to look like Mama D been playing chess while Scrappy's out here trying to figure out how to spell DNA. But we can't ignore the young Jock situation either. Because while Jock has been real silent on camera, behind the scenes his name is getting tossed around like a bottle in the reunion fight. The man's been in this game long enough to know how to dodge drama, but this time, the smoke is too thick to walk through unnoticed. Let's rewind for a second. Jock has history, messy, complicated, baby mama-filled history. The man practically runs on drama and bad decisions. So when fans noticed deleted comments, old flirty emojis, and that one off-season party where Bambi and Jock were reportedly way too friendly in the background, people started connecting dots like it was a crime scene wall. There's even footage from season 11 where Jock casually says, "Bambi lookin' different these days." And now that's being dissected like it's evidence in a paternity trial. Now you know it's getting serious when other baby mamas start chiming in. Erica Dixon popped up out of nowhere and tweeted, "See, this why I stay in my lane. Too many stories, not enough paternity tests." And just like that, the girls were fighting online, in the DMs, in the group chats. Meanwhile, Scrappy, that man's Mia emotionally. People close to him say he's been texting every ex he ever had, asking if they ever really loved him like he's writing lyrics to a 2000s R&B ballad. Word is, Spice tried to comfort him and he hit her with, "Don't remix my pain, sir," and Bambi. Oh, she's moving with all the calm of someone who's legally protected and emotionally detached. She's posting inspirational quotes, talking about isolation as growth, and new life, new energy, all while blocking anyone who even mentions the word Jock. And then came the nuke. According to some allegedly leaked DMs from Bambi's own makeup artist, Scrappy may not be the father. Yes, that's right. Scrappy allegedly told someone that when the baby comes out, if the eyes don't match, I'm out. That's not shade. That's full solar eclipse energy. Let's do a timeline check, shall we? Bambi and Scrappy were last seen together publicly about 5 months ago. Jock and Bambi filmed together 4 months ago. Bambi posted a cryptic, new energy caption 3 months ago. And now, Belly is out, Glow is activated, and everybody's losing their minds. The math, not mathing in Scrappy's favor. And fans, oh, they're doing full investigations. One account even made a Mora-style flyer, coming soon. Baby reveal, hosted by Mama D, DJ D by Young Jock, sponsored by Trojan, but here's where it jumps from drama to full-blown strategy. Some insiders are whispering that this pregnancy reveal was encouraged, maybe even orchestrated by the producers. Yeah, the theory. This is a season 13 plot bomb designed to drive viewership and guarantee viral clips. If that's true, give that producer a damn Emmy. This ain't just reality TV. This is reality warfare. And guess who might have helped orchestrate the chaos? You already know Carly Red. She's getting blamed for inviting both Jock and Bambi to the brunch, for leaving her mic on during their flirty and for allegedly sipping wine in the background, while pretending not to watch it all burn. One fan even said, Carly Red thrives off mess, the way Jock thrives off baby showers. Accurate. Now let's not ignore the real internet MVPs, the fans. Y'all are wild. Someone made a side-by-side of Bambi's ultrasound with a zoom shot of Scrappy's face mid-cry with the caption, "He trying to see if that baby got his jawline. Y'all need therapy." But it doesn't stop there. Just when we thought the cast list was complete, guess who Bambi was allegedly seen with after the announcement? Lil Mendices. Don't ask why. Don't ask how. But the timeline exists somewhere, in a Twitter thread filled with conspiracy theories and zodiac breakdowns. Now fans are literally begging Mona Scott to bring back the lie detector episode. One user posted, "If we don't get DNA results by the mid-season finale, I swear I'm fighting someone at the Love and Hip Hop reunion." Let's not forget there's a real baby in the middle of this. A child who's about to be born into a storyline so wild it should come with a disclaimer. And while Bambi's got her captions, and Scrappy's out here crying in auto-tune, the real question remains, who's going to step up? Is it Jock? Is it Scrappy? Or is Bambi playing 4D chess while these men are still figuring out who's holding the camera? You thought that was messy? Buckle up, because we're not done. After the brunch bomb and all the social media fallout, Bambi went full ghost mode. No posts, no stories. Her hairstylist even posted a meme that said, "When your client blocks you mid-wig, install." Yeah, it's that serious. Rumor has it, producers were pressing her to film a sit-down with Scrappy, and Bambi hit them with a hard absolutely not. And then came the most savage move of all. Scrappy shows up to a private dinner, romantic setting, candlelight, probably practicing a heartfelt speech in his head. And who walks in? Not Bambi, her lawyer, with documents. That's right, Homegirl served Scrappy with an NDA and a cease and desist at dinner. Sis said, "You thought this was a date. I brought legal stationery." The letter reportedly said something along the lines of, Refrain from publicly discussing the pregnancy, paternity, or your assumed role in either, y'all. Bambi really told this man to shut up and stay confused. And the fans ate it up. #scrapped and served trended for hours. One meme showed Scrappy sitting on a curb looking like life ran him over, with the caption, "When you thought it was dinner but it was discovery." But just when we thought Jock had finally figured out how to stay quiet, he couldn't help himself. He popped up on IG Live wearing sunglasses indoors, which, let's be honest, is the universal sign of guilt, and said, "Look man, I got kids, I got a wife, I got a reputation. Bambi is a beautiful person, but I don't play with family like that." Translation: I didn't say I didn't do it. I'm just not trying to talk about it. And then came the firestorm. Jock's wife Kendra hit the unfollow button on Bambi's account and all of Jock's fan pages. Sources say she's been blowing up production trying to get access to raw footage from the season. If your wife turns into Olivia Benson over a brunch scene, sir, you got problems. Meanwhile, Scrappy's gone full Kanye mode, locked in the studio, working on what fans are calling his lemonade. Leaked lyrics include gems like, "She took my piece, then blamed me for the war. Baby on the way, but I don't know what for. Someone call Beyonce. The men are retaliating. But wait, it gets messier." A new player just entered the chat. According to a tipster, Jessica Dimes /Tech's cousin's roommate, there's a third man. Yes, third. Allegedly, Bambi's been casually communicating with a high-level producer connected to the show, not cast, not talent, industry, older, wealthy, and very interested. And now Bambi's lawyer is requesting full rights over how her storyline is edited. Excuse me, sis might not just be in the show, she might be running it. Baby, this might not be a pregnancy. This might be a power play. Think about it. Scrappy is unraveling. Jock is dodging bullets. Mama D is giving meme gold every 15 seconds. And Bambi is quiet, protected, pregnant, and legally untouchable. This ain't just drama. This is dynasty-level manipulation. And guess who's sweating? Mona Scott. Because allegedly, the season 13 marketing team is already mocking up posters that say, "One woman, one baby, 3 men, no DNA, love and hip-hop, ATL, the paternity plot." If they drop this as the premiere promo, ratings gonna explode. Carly Red even went live and said, "I got tea that'll burn y'all tongue." And let's just say, if you think it's Jocks, you watching the wrong couple. Girl, stop playing with us. But before we wrap this part up, here's the final nail in the coffin. Mama D has reportedly filed legal paperwork for grandparent visitation rights before the baby's even born. Let that sit for a second. She doesn't know who the daddy is. She doesn't care. She just wants legal access to the baby in case it's hers. Reality TV. No honey. This is legal drama. ATL-style. So here we are. After weeks of chaos, crying in cars, lawyers showing up to dinner, NDAs flying like confetti, and the internet turning into one giant DNA test lab, we're finally hitting the boiling point. The story that started with a brunch and a belly bump has spiraled into the kind of reality TV storm that could reset the whole love and hip-hop universe. And somehow, the main character isn't the one crying or yelling, it's the one saying the least. Bambi. At this point, Scrappy is emotionally unrecognizable. The man who once strutted around Atlanta like he ran it is now posting song lyrics at 2 a.m. and tagging nobody. He's making music, yes, but it's giving heartbreak mixtape energy. One of the songs allegedly leaked in a studio session was called Paternity Pain, and let's just say, if it drops, Mona might as well roll it into the official soundtrack for season 13. One verse went, "She turned my piece into paper. Now I sign silence and pain." Sir, somebody get this man a Grammy and a therapist. Meanwhile, young Jock has gone radio silent again after his shady IG Live and a mysterious series of posts that seem to alternate between defending his name and dropping subtle shots at opportunistic energy. We don't know if that was for Bambi, Scrappy, the producers, or his own reflection, but what we do know is that his wife Kendra isn't here for the mess. Insiders say she's threatening to walk if any more behind-the-scenes receipts surface, and y'all know when a woman starts reviewing raw footage, it's already too late. And let's talk about Bambi. Because for someone at the eye of the storm, she's calm like a boss, meditating in a burning office. She's not going live. She's not ranting. She's not named. She's dropping captions like "Peace can't be stolen, only disturbed," while sipping herbal tea next to maternity photo shoots. Sis is pregnant, moisturized, protected by lawyers, and has allegedly hired a PR team. Fans are calling it a masterclass in storyline control. She's making silence look like a superpower, and every time someone tries to drag her into the chaos, she sidesteps it like she's in a Beyoncé visual album. But the fandom, oh y'all have lost it. Someone launched an entire subreddit dedicated to decoding the pregnancy plot. Theories range from Jock is the father and Mona orchestrated the whole thing to Scrappy's being set up to secure sympathy votes for a spin-off. One fan even posted a side-by-side of Bambi's maternity shoot and a season 5 group photo like it was a Da Vinci Code clue. The internet's got screenshots, timestamps, body language breakdowns. It's not a fandom anymore. It's a full-blown investigative task force. And just when you think it's safe to log off, a new twist pops up like clockwork. There are whispers, now real whispers, that the paternity test has been done. Not by the show, not in a reunion special, but privately, silently, off camera. The kind of quiet that screams something big is coming. The rumor, Scrappy demanded it and Bambi agreed, but on one condition: if the results were inconclusive or not in his favor, he would not speak on it publicly ever again, which would explain why Scrappy's gone from unhinged to unusually quiet. Like a man who knows the answer but doesn't want to hear it said out loud. But this ain't just about the baby anymore. No. This drama has mutated. It's now a power struggle between cast members, reputations, contracts, and control. Scrappy's been demoted from main character to side plot. Jock's being painted as the unintentional villain. Mama D's turning into the Greek chorus. And Bambi, she's sitting in the producer's chair, metaphorically and maybe even literally. Word on the street is that she's negotiating her own storyline rights moving forward. She's not just the scandal, she's the executive storyteller of it. And remember that mysterious industry man, the one Jessica Dimes/Tech's cousin brought up? Well, now folks are speculating he's part of the new ownership group looking to buy rights for a spin-off based on the behind-the-scenes madness of this exact situation. Yeah, a whole new show centered on the fallout. Allegedly pitched as Behind the Baby, the untold story. You cannot make this stuff up. Or maybe you can, and that's the problem. Because now people are asking, is any of this even real? That's the new theory floating around, that the baby's real. The drama's exaggerated, and this is the most genius ratings stunt in VH1 history. Think about it. It's got all the ingredients: a baby, a scandal, 2 men, no answers, and a woman who refuses to play victim. And if the theory's true, that Bambi orchestrated a storyline so layered that the audience became a part of the drama, then congratulations. She just Mona. She's nervous. Insiders say she's lost grip. That what used to be a messy but manageable cast has turned into a media monster. One source said, Season 13's not just unhinged, it's out of control. They say the production team can't even decide which storyline to lead with because, every week, something crazier leaks online. Half the crew's trying to figure out how to spin it. The other half's worried they're being filmed for a storyline they don't even know they're part of. But it all comes back to the baby, the paternity, the truth. Because underneath the memes, the IG lives, the TikToks, the fights, and the lawyers, there is a real child about to be born into this madness. And that's what hits different. Because this ain't just entertainment anymore. This is real life. And no matter how it ends, whether the baby's Scrappy's, Jocks, or that unnamed producer's, somebody's going to have to grow up. And I don't mean the baby. So what happens next? Will Bambi finally confirm who the father is? Will Scrappy bounce back with the heartbreak mixtape of the decade? Will Jock's marriage survive this whirlwind of suspicion? Will Mona reclaim control of her show? Or will her cast keep hijacking the storyline like it's a group project she lost access to? There's no clean ending here. Not yet. The baby shower's been cancelled. The invitations are digital subpoenas. The centerpieces are screenshots. The cake is a giant NDA and the party favors, unfollows, restraining orders, and a note that says stay out my uterus. But make no mistake, this scandal didn't just shake the cast, it shifted the whole franchise. Because now, the fans aren't just watching, they're participating, commenting, investigating, instigating. Everyone's a part of it now, and that's the genius, or the tragedy, depending on who you ask. So as we close out this trilogy of chaos, heartbreak, silence, and legal shade, remember this: in the world of love and hip-hop, no storyline is ever really over. It just mutates into something messier. And this one started with brunch and ended with a baby, 3 suspects, 2 lawsuits, And one pregnant silence that may never be fully explained. We'll be watching.